Man, we're live. There it goes. It says like 10 seconds. We just got on. All right. What's everybody doing? Hey, welcome to Sunday Spiritual Session, another session in the spiritual realm on Sunday. Is it Sunday already? I think it's Sunday. I'm home, so I think that means it's Sunday. Mm, so much going on, you guys. Everything's so amazing. I hope you're all taking in all the energy and you're able to place it well. Make sure you guys are grounding. Don't forget to grounding. Sit in the sun, get those sun rays, and then ground. Don't think about nothing. Don't do nothing. Just sit there and ground. Right? So important. It's part of that. The whole path that when you're letting go of things that no longer serve you, um, that's a tough thing, right? Because habits, we all got habits and coping mechanisms or something, right? You gotta let all that stuff go. Don't worry about it, right? Anything that so I like when I talk about the ego on the channel, it's like it's not supposed to be bad or this or that. Anytime I think I know something, or anytime I think, it's like I always know that I don't know nothing, right? The further we go, the less or the more we realize we don't know, So I'm always, but you don't want to, then you're checking yourself all the time, and then that's when people say I don't know what I'm thinking or whatever, and I go, no, never mind. It's just I'm thinking too fast or something. But it's the cycle. You're gonna keep cycling. You're gonna keep cycling. You're gonna keep cycling. You're gonna keep cycling. It doesn't matter what you think you know now, what you think you know. But when you're, hey Sarah, what's up? When you're doing the work, just remembering how real it is. Like just the other day, I was just looking around inside the house, and I was just like, everything in life is magical, and that's what we're kicked out of in the mind, and like with kids, imaginary friends, oh, those aren't real, blah 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 blah. It's like, well, now the kids never, you're teaching them how to not see it. Life is totally magical. It's magical all the time. It's magical everywhere you go. When we think of the fact that we're energy and we're driven through consciousness, and we have the choice and abilities to transmute anything, and so we start to learn it, and we think it's all this magic, and it's all this and it's all this stuff that we see on TV, and we see and we read about and we imagine, right? And it's not that it's not real, because imagination is real, but it's like it's not something that we have to, I don't want to say you don't have to attain. Obviously, you do when you're ascending, right? You have to go through levels, and you're going to be tested, and you're going to be, all of this stuff. But it's just that shifting how you look at life, right? And as you do it spiritually, you have to do it physically too. Uh, Even if there's resistance to people or places or things or this world that might not be there yet, but that's you carving out your own place in this place, creating heaven on earth, doing what we can to, help in every way, whether your mission is save the world or your mission, you know, by default, we all have the mission of transmuting our DNA and our family and our ancestry, right? And all that stuff. And once we realize that we can, reprogram it and do all, it's all the fancy words, all the magician spells, all this, and the reality is, like, if it's anything, a situation is happening, right? As soon as you change your mind on the situation, like if you're out and you want to dance or not dance because the music's playing, you changed it, you changed whatever, and then of course there's a whole bunch more vibrations going on, there's a, you know um and eventually, I guess that's why we send light, like Reiki. You just sit back be a wizard or something, but even then, then you got to go, even every person has an energy, every situation has an energy, right? So we're transmuting all the time. You're already a natural transmuter. You're already a natural everything. We're already doing all these things. We just aren't recognizing, right? Spirit, God, whatever, original creator, of your soul. They're here all the time. It's here because it's you, it's in you. And all the, is it me? Is it another being? Is it another aspect of my being? It's it's all part of the fun, but getting, don't forget what you're here to do and what your mission is, right? No one else can tell you that, because nobody has your codes. Only you have your very specific, your unique codes. And so the power that you possess, yeah, that's why I wasn't sure why we were calling it that or anything at the moment, but we're calling it the power you possess. And it's that recognition that everything you choose to do, matters, and every way, right? Mental, physical, all the different realms, So it's just attuning yourself, right? Like, why keep people down from spirituality, right? So they don't understand. We don't understand we're multidimensional. We have a spirit. There's something else going on. Stay away from that, Like, if you ask Western people, you have a soul, most people, yeah. If you go to China, it's like, it's a character. It's a different word. It's got everything. They got the whole meridian lines mapped out everywhere. It's not like go to school and then you'll learn how to do it here and it's only here. It's like part of their culture. It's just what they do. And again, it's not in all of China, because China's pretty big too, right? But we're like, it's all this separating and segregating, when the whole idea is like we're all to be learning and growing. And so all of the issues, it's all BS. It's all, social issues. Like, what did I say? I tried to make a funny uh on Facebook, if what we see is reflected light, like we're only seeing, like, the color of the shirt, this isn't green. This is every color but green, right? Because it's reflecting green back to your eyes. Your eyes are seeing its reflection. So does that mean all white people are black? And does that mean all black people are white? And everybody's just racist against themselves, And then I thought of the Dave Chappelle, where he was blind black dude and he hated black people. So it's just kind of funny. And again, it's like, it's all perspective. Everything is perspective. It's all about learning some, you're stuck on this, or you're stuck on, you believe in this, or you believe in that, and then bang, something. Everything, like, okay, it don't work that way, I guess, like, everybody's got to do that, otherwise they're not growing. And that's the inevitability of the power that you possess, is that you guys are over, the path is already lit for you guys. It's just, can you see it? There's always a light, or the light, right? And don't go into no false light. Don't be just jump, oh, there's the light, I mean, go over there, with your armor on, and that's because that's the ultimate thing. When you put on your armor and you learn to fly and you learn to, all of this stuff, it's like, in your mind, it becomes real, because it is real, so there's resistance. So there's resistance on every layer of almost like every aspect in our society, or in the world. And it's different, of course, all over the world, right? Some people are totally born into this stuff, right? And then, um, what's up, B-Rave, Angel Fish, hey, Elf, help herself. I can't say her now. But it's we have so much energy that we're creating. It's like meditating, Tai Chi, right? Look how Bruce Lee can punch the 2-inch punch and then knock you on your butt, or 1 inch. It's 1 inch, just from here to here. That's it. Well, wait, those knuckles. Okay, you turn your wrist a little, and all that energy. If we can focus beyond what we've even imagined, what we've ever been told, what we've ever been taught, is possible to believe, to this, to that. I mean, how much stuff now, it's great. All this stuff's coming out. I saw something, I mean, everywhere. I don't even remember. and it's great, and we have to remember, that's what we're here to do. I think one thing I always appreciate about myself is anytime I see people, I just have a natural like, hi, how are you? Like, how's it going? And like I genuinely care, and I think I see, like I've said it a million times, I see more of that than I see of anything else. I know I talk a lot about the divisions, right, and stuff because we just need to get to the center of them all. And no matter what the issue is, as soon as you do, I mean, what are you left with, right? What are you left with? No matter what the situation was, no matter how it played out, no matter what was right, no matter what was wrong, what are you left with right now? You know, like what and that's up to you. You're up you. And whatever you think, you. Whatever you don't, you know what I mean? You. You, 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 you. So taking care of yourself, man. That's what it's all about, really, on every level. That's what we all want. Be, money or whatever, a way, something you don't have to worry about, being able to get food, being able to, do this and do that. So, being able to take care of ourselves, it's a natural thing. And money is such a big part of our lives, that it's tough to separate that, right? Because we don't go to the local food place and then just get free food or something. We don't, we work and then maybe we don't even go to the store all week or something, Um, but it's just it's changing this in the way you think about money, right? Like people, oh, money is bad. Honestly, the more I get of it, the better. Okay, right? Why would that not be the case? Okay, how am I going to get it? I don't know, but I'll take $1 million right now. Who won? We're all, it's the root of all evil, but we're all playing lotto tickets, or whatever the case is. So it's funny, the world, we have so many layers, and it just keeps cycling around and around. Whatever it is you do, go find your quiet time, go somewhere, and even if you have all the quiet time in the world, that's okay. Have more quiet time, because if you don't want the quiet time, well, why not? And why this? So you find the things that feel the way you want to feel. You find the things that, instead of letting life just come at you. There's a difference between the receiving and then like the action, right? So we'll explain that. Like, um, it's not to sit back and say like, well, it's all just going to happen anyways, right? But I have choice. Okay, so it's going to happen anyways, but I have choice. But obviously, I chose to dance instead of not choosing to dance. So if I wouldn't chosen to dance, none of that stuff would happen, right? And so it's the idea that everything is happening real time in the now moment. As is always said, the only present moment is now. Spirit, your higher self, the energies are coalescing, right, to bring you your future, okay, as we perceive it, right? Because if we think of this place as the active energetic bubble, or a place where we're sending energy, this is literally creation. Like, we're not in, a set timeline, right, of this or that. We can change it, and we get the chance to jump into the game, plug in matrix, right, hop in the sandbox, and then do whatever we wanted. Did you make a sand castle, or did you make a not a sand? I don't know. We're in the sandbox, we just got sand. I don't know. But like earth, okay. Right, universes, think of it, right? So I'm always saying, we got to step back. The further you step back, further you step back. It's like when you become lucid in a dream, right? And then you realize, like, am I dreaming or is this real? What's the difference for right now? Shout out, what was it? Where did I see that? Um, the Cosmic Awakening in Sedona. Shout out, Unite the Collective. um, Alexander was saying something like that. He said, like, what's the difference? I don't know. That's all. What's the difference? How do you know this isn't a dream? How do we know we're not gonna, wake up from this one day? Just seemed like it was a lot longer, a lot slower paced, right? Because then when you dream and you become aware of your dreams and you can start to make choices, what's the difference in energy that that place is that this place isn't, right? What, and getting our minds or our brains, out of the systematic programming that it's in, because yes, technology is supposed to help and be more efficient. That's it. Okay. Right. Like, um, these are supposed to be helpful things, but when we're in a system and it's like clearly it's not working, guys. And I think that's really just kind of what the world is coming around to. So there's a lot, right? Circles, cycles. We gotta go way back to the beginning for a lot of people, way back to the start where we were when maybe we were just upset with the laws or something, with your school or something. I mean, I don't know, whatever it was for you at the time. For me it was definitely this big giant money thing, um, because that's the center of the system. So yeah, you guys will figure all that out as you go if you haven't already. But the power that you possess. Hold on, let me get something from it. Let me take some water, pull some cards. I hope everybody's doing good. Like I say, just love all the time, regardless, to yourself, no matter what. You have to yell it. If you have to yell at yourself, if you have to, do it, whatever. Right. Or you can just choose to learn to sit in peace and just, stuff like that. It's like, send everything love. Right. Remember to play. Right. Did you did you grow old because you stopped playing, or did you, how's that go? Or did you stop playing and then that's why you grew old? Um, Heart of a child. Got to make sure this is on at all times because it's going to lead you to what's fun. Number one. Um, and then you take and because that's what we do. So because of the systematic programmings of the mind, we tend to, we're putting into the future what we've experienced in the past, and we can't do that. Don't create a past future or a future past, right? Don't make a past future and don't make a future past. Neither one of them are real. They don't work. They play off each other. It's yin yang. It's yu wu ji. It's, you know what I mean? It's not. We're playing a game, and the way the game works is up to you, and then everything else that's happening around that you, right? We can understand it all. It's like when I was watching the birds yesterday, day before, something like that, and just the flight patterns, the way they fly. You know how they're communicating in their flight because you know how it would feel if you were to fly that way, right? So instead of analyzing it like, oh, the trajectory was at this angle and so that means feels like this. No, you see it, it happens, and you just felt. I just know. You just know right away. He felt like this, right? Then he went over and talked to this one, and then the other one got startled. Did it get startled? Was he yelling at him? No, he was just had his head down. He was picking up food, and then he said, "What you doing over here?" Like that. And you can sense that just from, right, the what would that be? That would be the infrared. You can sense that from the heat signature. You know, the lack of heat or the heat that it generates. All of this kind of stuff. So the difference, like I was saying, between receiving, and just like, oh, it's just going to happen. Life's just going to happen. It's not right. And I think for the world, maybe that's why we're talking about it now. A lot of people probably going through stuff like that, especially anybody who's coming into like the system and how the system's been, and people who've been in the system who didn't want to admit it or whatever. And a lot of these energies are going to be familiar for a lot of us, um, right? And knowing what we had to do to overcome, because like I said all the time, we're still here. Like, you want to, What'd you do for the past year? Did you worry too much? Stop worrying, or whatever. And again, it's been wild, so it's not good or bad. Again, that's but distinct differentiate between, is it a feeling or is it an emotion? Are you emoting it because of thoughts and because of other things, or is it the natural feeling that you want to create when you wake up in the morning, first thing before you do anything? And even if it's like and just maybe walk around a little bit, have a coffee if you want, before, you know that's how you naturally feel, right? And then we go through the day and use the energy, and then feel this way, feel that way, right? Because how many of us work at like a hot spring or a crystal cave or something? That would be wild. Even a crystal cave, you'd be in there all day. You'd probably still have to come out every couple of hours, depends how big it was. um and that's why doing things, exercising, right? you know, or like everybody's home on COVID, so restlessness. That's what I'm trying to think of the word. Go work out, go clear everything out of the room, and just pump it up for 20 minutes, and then you're gonna want to shower probably, and then afterwards you're gonna feel like you went somewhere else, and that's the whole concept of the meditation, and how home is where the heart is. You can meditate and go anywhere, you know and I'm not the perfect expert. I can't just like, and then I feel completely like this, like I'm just what I mean. We can go places, but it's these concepts, like picture yourself at a beach, in warm beach, cool breeze, right? Or in a cool forest with on a warm day, hot sun, something like that. And just start to, you can go there, you'll calm your whole body, because again, you're telling your body what to think, right? If we can make our brains do it with logic and birds, or something, I don't know, which didn't work in the example, but that's, we can, it's, are we being artificial or are we being organic? And it's not that artificial is even bad, like, there's really nothing inherently bad with it. Like, be like, hey, look, that's artificial. I'd be like, oh, cool, what's it do? And be like, well, check this out. I push this button and then it raises hand. I'm like, oh shit, son, you made it do that all by yourself. That's amazing. It's really not so bad. It's intentions of people, right? Like the situation, like energy. Bad is bad, good is good. Feelings is what you feel, but that's again, if you're in a situation, you get a bad sense, right? That's what you need to listen to. But a lot of times we'll say, oh no, I'm here because I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, I'm trying to attain this, or I have to be here, to like, family gathering or something, I don't know, like yay, or whatever, parent teacher conference, right? And whoop-de-doo, or something. It's like, this is boring, so instead of then, right, so what happens? You're gonna think that and then make the whole time boring, or are you gonna put on your pimp suit and show up? You know what I mean? Like, let them think you're the greatest parent in the world. I mean, it's and that's I guess maybe the level of caring or judgment of, because that's totally in our society, right? We just got to step back from everything. So I say throw it all out, right? You don't need that, because if you throw it out and I throw it out, happening to me for, I say, hey, because I was over here, and then you're gonna say, it's just gonna work. It's not. There's not gonna be an agenda behind it. Well, except I'm going over here to get this. And I'm like, that's what I was getting to. That's why we bumped into each other. But the receiving, the natural, versus so many thoughts, and as you guys come into this too, really, you a lot of thoughts are not yours. I'm going to say that, if that hasn't been said before, right? No thought is yours unless you are like, okay, yes, ding, and then blah, 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 like eating cookies, It's like I'm just lying to myself that I'm not even going to keep saying it because they're so delicious and nutritious. It's fantastic. Um, but it's like, right, right. It's whatever you're telling yourself, like in every single second of every single thing. It's whatever you're allowing to believe. And when something comes at you, you have to adjust, and you have to adjust appropriately, right? And there's a difference between, like, I want to say guiding, because we're creating at all times, right? If you're just sitting here right now, nobody else is in the room, and you're thinking thoughts, and you're creating, you're right? Somebody would walk in, they'd sense the sort of level that you're on, right? And so it's awareness. And so some people don't necessarily aren't aware of what they're creating or what they're thinking, or that people can hear what you're thinking, and it's not just hearing like every single thought that goes in their head, and then I'm thinking, and then that's what you do. I'm sure eventually maybe we'll be able to do that with free will not being trespassed. You know what I mean? Like, we don't worry about if you can or you can't, but you realize that you are hearing more things, part of your sensitivity. Like, it's always on. We just learn to tune it out and disassociate from it, right? What's the word? Weekend. I saw that on a TikTok. Can't say weekend anymore because it's weakened. Like, I am weakened. I am not. I am very abundantly powerful and full of vitality and life. Like times 3, right? Thank you, Saint Germain. Let's delete. That's why talking. See, and then again, but you're the creator. It doesn't happen instantly, and that's almost okay. But that's just the vibration of this place. So, words. Don't be afraid of words. What was I getting on? What were we talking about? I was talking about how you sense it and the difference between the feelings, right? And you adjust. You take in listen to somebody, right? The whole person is what I'm always, right, like kind of describing with myself, like blah 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 blah. What am I saying? Like, anybody could hear it and go, "Oh, he's mean," and then somebody else could hear, he's rude, or he's, whatever, and then someone else could say, "Oh no, well, maybe he's doing it for just, because he cares." I don't know. Right. See, now I'm getting messing with me. Don't start playing the you me game and then switch it to the me and to the you. Look at this. Look at these guys. Past the valleys of the illusions, natural instincts. Yeah, we're all naturals. We're natural at everything we do. We can't. Yeah, brand new start. The end of the week. That's okay. No, because then you're still talking about week. See, week. Shouldn't you be? Look at. It's weak sauce, man. Come on, we got to change the whole thing. How did your 7 days? 7 days. We got 7 chakras. We got to change up 7 days. Shout out. What's that guy? 7 days. Craig, who made that song? Way back, R&B. Hold on. Okay. Let me sip water. Yeah. On my bubba. Gotta have the bubba. This is not advertisement. Sorry. I don't know if I can't do that. Right. And again, why? Because everybody's tripping. Okay. Let's not talk about how everybody's tripping. Yeah, but see, that's the most. See, when there's so much of that, and that's getting over the ego, learning to use it, getting over yourself, going back again, realizing, because when you realize that, like, you're not this person, like, really realize you're not this person. Like, yeah, an aspect of you is, and you have a mission and a path, and we do have limitation of the body, right, for now, until it, right? Like, but this place, clearly we're not flying around, the universe, right? Okay, so it it lets you do that more. It lets you step back. It's why I love comedy. It's why I love the more intense, the better. And not just dirty or something or raunch, too raunchy, but you know what I mean? Like if they're making a point or if they're saying something, because we're here to help this place who only can, like we're trying to talk all the time to them. They can only understand, right? And even me, I can only understand the things from the wavelength that I can operate from, right? In any case, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, no matter what planet, no matter anything that you're on or not on, it can only be this. And once we all get the world, that's why everything is flipped, right? This is the most important thing. And how much, whatever, it's all flipped. Like I would think, I don't know, did I say something last one? How I would think about when I was a kid, how come nobody's ever got money for stuff? Right? How come, excuse me, how come I can't get that toy? How come, right? Because they got money and stuff. I didn't know how paychecks work. You had to wait every week or whatever. Um, and so I remember thinking, like, why, like, can't people just save? Can't we just do good at it? And then you realize the control that's behind, and how it's like people are telling you, like, no, okay, you're not good at it, so here you need a financial expert in order to help you. And hey, listen, that's not to say that's not the case, and everyone's here to help, but like you can invest in this or you can invest in that, right? It goes deep. Like you're not an angel investor, so you don't have enough funds, or you're not accredited, so you can't invest. So none of the little people can invest in any of the new stuff. So how are we ever, there's like, I had to learn all of that, but it's always some expert out there trying to tell you when you're here to learn what you're here to learn. Like you're here to help who you're here to help. You're here to be the best you that you can possibly be, because when you realize that you're not you who you think, you're not just you, right? This is only that temporary stop, like we all say, or like we all say, okay, that was you guys. Okay. Let me differentiate. I think I was in the zone. Yeah, I feel my head blowing up right now. Okay, good. It's like goo 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 goo. Feel it pulsing. Love you that way. Love all you guys. Yeah, sun and moon. And what is alpha? Yeah, alphabet. It's alpha beta. It's from the Greek or from Latin or from, I don't know if you go back, they were talking about that too. It's too funny. Technicalities. It's all just a technicality. There's no coincidences, right? Synchronicities, guys. Okay, all right. What are we talking about? The power that's within you. You are the power. I have the power, right? As soon as you say that, you have it. What is it? People laugh, but they don't know. Only you know. So as soon as you believe that, right? That's the whole temptation, the whole free choice skip, right? How they hijack, or they're tricking. It's not hijack, it's just tricking us. You want this cookie? It tastes delicious, right? And then you're like, yes, and nutritious. I have to add that. I have to add that every time to everything. Everything is delicious and nutritious. Even life, right? That's why we came. Get all this life experience, right, guys? And you step back, step back, step back, get humble, be grateful again, realize all that you can offer and learn how to offer it all the time, right? Self, others, every situation, the bird, it's like the one time I saved a bee. I went outside to go on my porch, go sit down, and it was on the chair, and it was freezing. So I knew it was frozen, or it was, I don't know if it was dead. It wasn't even moving. And so I put like a little shield over it, right? And then the sun was out and it was clear, and I was like, oh, cool. It's gonna help warm them up. And I went and got like the top of a lid, and put some water, some sugar. Was it sugar water? No, no sugar water. I just put water. I wasn't sure because they're bees, but I don't know artificial. I'm just gonna let them mess with pollen. I'm not trying to mess them up. And then he came back to life. I was like, yay. I looked over and he was gone. I was like, oh, yes. He started moving, eventually. I just think he got so cold. But it's like, and then people say, oh, you're talking to the trees. You're talking to the bees. Like, I literally talk to the birds in the middle of walking in a store in a parking lot. I'll talk to them. People walking in, I'm talking to the birds. So I'm just like, and because why? Because I'm at that place vibrationally. And in so many areas of my life, that it's like so many connections, so many thoughts, so many reasons, you override them. If you have to, in the beginning, because of the habits, because of the pattern of your mind thinking, it's this way, it's that way. I have to do this. I have to do that. No. You ain't got to do nothing that you don't want to do. Minus, or and then whatever your guided and your purpose is. And once you get into that flow, that's where you're at. You're communicating with the bird, communicating with spirit, communicating right all the time. And life is amazing. It's open to you again. And then you start doing it more, and you start seeing third eye. You start seeing grids, or you start seeing colors, or what do you see? What is it, like blurs? Glitches in the matrix, but you have to believe it first, right? Because why are we all able to be totally duped, or why are we all able to go to sleep, whatever? It's because if we believe it, and it's real. It's like this is like so powerful. The power that you possess, that you are, that you, right? It doesn't, like, yeah, it takes, and that's the reality, right? The physical and grounding, like I was saying in the beginning, when you take your body through it, exercising, taking your body through it, you have to. This is your magic vessel. This is your ship. This is your localized, biological vessel here on Earth, right? And when you take care of it, it's going to give you and be able to do what you want it to do, what you came here to do, which is what you want it to do, and what we're all asking to know. And why would we be asking anything else? You're not really trying to figure out that stuff out there, although, yeah, obviously it's all connected. But, and you stay in that place and you find those connections. Go with what you like. Hang out with people that you want to hang out with. Like who? Like, I don't know, Muhammad Ali. You just popped in my head. I wanted to say that immediately, but I'm trying to say Bob Marley. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, or whoever's gone, Frank Sinatra, let's go. I got to talk to Frank just once, just one time. I just want to hear him say baby. You know what I mean? Or babe. What's up, babe? Like, yes. I'm a guy. He still said it. Yes, he knows I wanted to hear it. It's fantastic. What is it? Just do it one time. Just do it one time. Right? And you can go there now. Because once we're out of the suit, we go there all the time, right? Where does everybody else go? A free soul, sovereign. I mean, we're going to be back with original creator. We're going to go through all this stuff. People are there, and we can experience it, because now we don't have the vessel. We can experience the energy that we want like that, but it's not going to be as visceral without the vessel. Right. So it's not about leaving the planet. It's not about, the limitation that my vessel is, right? Blah, blah, blah. But you want the powers, you want the skills, you want the, it'll naturally come, because your mind first, like I say, we can go to sleep and not even think and believe ourselves into nothingness. Look, think of that. Think about that, right? So much negativity, and we can believe to hurt people, to do all kinds of things in the world, then we can obviously do the opposite. It's as simple as that, right? All the, you know, that's why I always want to break it down. All the stuff in the world, and it's just you, man. It's just you and how you want to feel and why you feel it. So why, right? And you always got to ask why. Why do you feel it? If you don't feel how you want to feel, say why. And then you got to be honest. And they're going to be like, because you need to go for a walk, a jog, or you need this, or you need that. And you're going to be like, no, I'm going to do that later. Okay, well, then guess what? You're not going to, right? It's that's who you truly are, is that connection. Okay, we're back. I got one bar. What's going on? Leave me alone. Are we good? Oh, there's two bars. Okay, yeah, I think it's better. Okay. I'm going to take off. That was weird. Is it hot? No. Okay. I think we're good. What was I saying? Like everything, it's all up to you and what you can generate, right? And so that the idea of like using the negative to the positive, right? It's so that you see something that you don't like and you generate so much positivity about it, you know, that we're trained the opposite. I don't want to say we're trained. What you see with your eyes, right? Your body will believe it's true. Okay, right? It's what we're told on the media, we believe it's true. What we hear about, we believe it's true. But that stuff is why you're here. Like I made a trigger video way back where the reason you're triggered about it is because that's what you're here to put your attention onto, right? And so when something we don't like, give it all we're supposed to, if you will. I say supposed to again. Don't listen to me. I'm not here to tell you to do. Generate as much love in response that we can, and that's tough because if you see someone hurting or getting hurt right away, right, boom, okay, boom, reactionary, right, body vessel, okay, like result, now right, and so now as a creator, boom, you say, homie, don't play that, they need love. Whoever's over there obviously maybe isn't, so I'm going to send them all the love that I possibly can. It's not for us to see it in like commercials, the doggy commercial, let's help a dog. Oh no, send them the love. But see how we're trained to reptilian brain, so we just react, right? But we have so much more capabilities within us. And what does it take? Shh. All of this. Shh. Stop reacting to the right. You're a bad person because you didn't react. No, I'm just trying to hold the space right now. Like, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that, because you ain't gonna want me to react. Okay, watch this. Yeah. Now what? Saying you love. How does that feel? Right? Like, how weird would it be if we actually told me, right? Because I've always tried to do it through words and communicate, but then, again, some people are too cool for love or too grumpy, and then I want to give them more love, but then if they don't take it, right, because they need it more, but then if they don't, then it just gets worse. And then I just go, okay, yeah, it's going to be a while for them, I guess, and that's okay. I'm always here to help. But again, what makes that situation unhelpable? Because of someone's desire to not face it, to face themselves, to face me. You know what I mean? One or two or three other people saw it. Oh my God. It's like, just be honest, and it's all good. And then you got nothing to worry about. That's why it's the best policy. It just is. Because then you pile up lies. Yeah, you don't want to do that. One gust of wind and blow it all down. But yeah, don't do that anyways. So it's funny because we live in that kind of world where it's like everybody, yeah, be yourself. And then as soon as you say yourself, then they're like, oh, why'd you say that? You know. And so as long as you know, right? I mean, I don't know. It's all about you. It's all about the choice. It's all about how you feel. It's all about what you want to create. Let everybody else create everything they want to create. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go wild. Say, go faster next time. Knock yourself out good. You know, tell them to go. Fine. Not, you're not my problem. It's not my life. Right? Right? Like, I mean, you are, but you know, if you kill yourself, it's not my problem. I don't know. If you knock yourself out running too fast, you know, I love you. I'll see you next round. You know, I'll see you when I come up. You know. And again, it's not that right. It's not. You know, we're life. You got to care about life. Of course, we care about life, man. That's why we're here. Dang. You know, like I love expression. Oh my God, if you guys can't tell already. I wish I could express so much more. Right? Do you know how awkward that would be for everybody? You know, it's like almost everybody we talk to, right? If we just like came out, you know. Well, I mean, Jesus was saying, you know, yesterday, you know, yeah, I tried to hit him up in the morning, but he wasn't taking no calls from me. He had declined. You know, so he must be busy doing something. He knows I'm good. You know, because they know, I know. Like we're not, you know, as close as we are to the dimensions. Okay, fifth dimensions here, sixth dimension. You know, we're getting, you know, we're there, but you know, we got this. Hey, what do I say? We got to start talking. Everybody's got to start talking, and then we'll feel better. And that's all it is. What's a psychologist, right? How does that make you feel? I could do this sitting at home. You know, you really can. Your guides are here. They know more about you than psychologists know. Right? And that's not to say psychologists aren't cool. I got two of them in my family. One of them's got their masters. Right? If it's someone who wants to help and they're going to help, right, then that's good. But if it's, you know, someone saying get into this dogma, you know, do my system, you know, and and you know, then it's like, okay, wait, like some systems, sure, like if it's like you're working out and the, you know, the guy's like, I made this new way to pull the weight, you know, then pull it the way he's doing it, work that part of your, like certain things ain't a big, you know, we don't got to worry about. But when you're getting all, you know, it's with the mind, remember, where it's all psychological, it's all mental, it's all conscious awareness, creatorship, blah, 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 right? And it's all the things, right? But this is where the fight is with the world, because once we understand how the physical realm, right, and energy, and then we're putting energy out and we're creating things, we're manifesting things, right? It's very physical too, obviously, right? For the visceral. I don't know, I'm just blabbing now. Hey, y'all. Sing. Yep, I've been singing a lot lately. Me is the power. You are the power. Hey, y'all. Hey, Michael. Dudley do right. That's it. I do right. I like to write in my mind. I wish I could, if I could write as fast as I could think, I would write. I think that's why I probably just don't write. Although they always yell at me to do a book. That's been like years that they've been yelling at me to write a book. Connection. It's all about choices, rewriting the programs, and unlocking that throat chakra. That's it. I know. And it's going to be a lot for people to learn. And that's why I think it's cool that we have everything out there, tarot cards, you know, like whatever it is that people are going to get into, it's going to be good for them. You know, we all got to understand each chakra and how it works and all these physicality things, right? But for me, it's always been mental, you know, because if I consciously am aware of it, it's not like it's mental. It's like, you know, so if I feel something and then I can bring it into my conscious, like mentality awareness, right, then that'll help to manifest it more. And so that's all that we're doing. It's remember the steps, right? That's why I should do like steps, or we got to map out the soul's path or something. I'm sure somebody's already done it, but it's you are not this person, right? You're something way more. You have all these aspects, and we're here to literally help them all work together as best we can, because that's the big question is, if we knew all this stuff, we had all this powers, technology, why come here so we could learn it again or learn something different? Why this, why that? And when you think about it, it's like, imagine you already knew you see it and you're like, yo, something's going down, we got to help this and that. All right, I'm gonna incarnate this family line, I'm gonna incarnate here, and then we're all going to try to go through this, we're going to go through that. Okay, we got the plan. You know what I mean? It's here, it's implemented, we're doing it all the time. And it doesn't mean that we don't have people to plan against that are also here. Right. But the idea of why are you here, what's my mission, what's this, and just taking it all away from all the human, or whatever, not taking it all away, like just stepping out the box, the whole thing, the matrix. I'm gonna get powers right away. Who knows, right? Maybe a little something, but when you make it that awareness, people, that's why I put in these things out, the matrix. Oh, it's a cool movie, bro. Free guy. Oh, cool. Glasses, huh? Neat. Right. I wonder how that works. It works because we create everything. Right? Like all of it. The only thing that it's habits. It's habits. It's your habits. 100%. 100%. Because it's already all you. 100%. And of course, no, like the things that are happening outside of us, other individual us's are doing, yeah, I understand that we're all one, but that doesn't represent me, right? And no. I got to remember that aspect of it too. Doesn't mean we don't forgive, we don't love them, right? But what is it? Spoiler alert. Freedom wins. Right? I love it. Spoiler alert. We win. That's like the best thing ever. Right? Best. I hate spoilers. You know how they do that? Like on the next episode, stay tuned, and then they show a whole bunch of clips. I don't want to see it. I'm gonna watch the episode. Why are you doing this to me right now? I'm not a spoiler alert kind of person. I will. If you spoil it for me, we are no longer friends. So it's like, but that was a good one. That was the best spoiler I ever heard. Spoiler alert. Freedom wins. Too bad, so sad. Sorry, guys. Because it already has won. We know that all the time. It wins all the time. The winds of change are here. We're always ascending. We're always, even if it's at the slowest pace in the universe. You know what I mean? We're whatever Groundhog's Day, right? You think you're having, or that and this place really is. It really is. For a long time, it's been very Groundhog's Day-ish, but that's just looking at the patterns, right? It's completely unique in every sort of thing that it created in a different way. We had different times, different peoples, different cultures, different, why am I saying this? Because you get to choose every single minute what you want to create. But you got to let go of what you think you already know. Because when you walk with gnosis and knowing, you don't need to know all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's the idea of the path, walking the path. People who go and travel the world and they sell all their stuff and then go and travel. Where am I going to get my next meal? There, wherever is the next place, you'll be guided. But we don't think that way. We don't think we could live that way, right? And the system isn't geared necessarily to help that sort of lifestyle. You need an address and So you have your job, you can actually apply, and then, stuff like that. But again, there's jobs out there where, it's different. You can do PO box, um, travel around the world. Um, and that's why it's important to go where you need to go when you need to go. And I don't mean physically. We're talking about in your meditations, doing the exercise for 20 minutes, hopping in the shower. You went somewhere else, right? Going somewhere else. So if it's all a manifestation of your mind, why do you need to go to the place in order to think that it's real, right? Because you get the feeling. So it allows you to sense, right? Without knowing, or without knowing, without having to do anything. And so so you're just, if you want to go to that place, close your eyes, and know what it's like to be there. And then what'll happen, see, because that's not how it works. It's not that you're going and then you're necessarily drudging up the old memories and then you're attaching the feeling, and then that's how it's happening. What's happening is that you're going to a place, even when you do it with your mind, and then you're going to feel what that place is. Because this, when we're meditating, when you're sending love, when you're sending light, when you're going to the fires and you're trying to, douse fires, and you're trying to summon rain, you're going there. And then what happens is you feel this, and what you feel is the same similar situation that you felt before, because you've been in a forest before, or something like that, right? Like because by saying it the other way, that's as if to say, we imagine it, spirit consciousness thinks of something, but then there's no feelings there until I have a body, or until I have a, right? And again, that's the joy of having a body. This is supposed to be, something we enjoy all the time, taking care of it and experiencing life through it. Like just sit here and go like this right now. Like, you're sitting at the house, you're on the couch, you're like, oh man, I should work out, right? And then you're just like, why am I not doing more neck rolls? Because this actually makes my neck feel fantastic. Like, why aren't we doing this stuff all the time? Simple, right? We're not even programmed, because we're waiting to have it like happen and blah, 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 right? Or whatever. Or we're trying to create too much stuff, right? Trying to create too much of what we think, is something that we like. Like maybe it was totally organic. You woke up, you're like, yo, feel great. Let's go for a bike ride, and then so now but nobody wants to go. Or like, and go yourself if you really need to. So it's the point. But it's like, or you can't go, right? You have some stuff to do. You have to go to work or something, but you wake up and you really feel, it's like, it's just, I don't know. I'm not explaining it. Like, it's the habits 100% that we think and that we say and that we do. What you think about a situation, whoever it is, whoever it isn't, whatever. Same thing in spirit. Same thing as above, right? Like, who are you? Why are you messing with me? Why are you here? You're just trying to get my number. No, you're not getting my number. Anything and everyone. And then you say, well, how do you discern? Well, you feel it. You feel it immediately. You feel it when you see somebody. You start talking to somebody, and then you're like, you get it. Right? You cool. I like you. Or this is a good conversation. This is free flowing. There's no impediments. There's no agenda. There's no ego issues. You know what I mean? We're just sitting here talking. Like I said earlier, with the, what are you doing? I'm not bumping into you. Why? I don't know. It's the universe. And then they just go, yeah, universe. It's like, hey, see, and that's the thing. Friends. Okay, guys, right? We got to get organized. You know what I mean? How many of us got too many friends that are not our friends? You know what I mean? Like that, you come out of school, public school and stuff. You go through. Who's gonna go where? Who's gonna do what? It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing, right? We all got to go in our directions. But as soon as we all start banding together, they're not gonna be able to mess with us, like spiritual, loving, benevolent, abundant beings all banding together. It's over with. It's already over with. It's just, Again, we have to see the manifestations now. So the energy's here. Are you going to download it? Are you going to ground? Are you going to understand it? Right? Because a lot of it, for a lot of people, for most people who are just coming into this or aren't or still asleep or whatever, they're not going to know, it's levels, it's layers. You're only going to get the next level, and then you have to go, and then you have to get the next level, and then you have to go there, and then the next level, next level. There could be multiple levels all within one band of energy that they just sent, right? But nonetheless, we're feeling the bands of energy, like going to the place and feeling the forest. Okay. So we're feeling the bands of energy. So we know what's happening, but now we have to ground it mentally, emotionally, physically, all of that stuff, letting go of the past, whatever it was, right? That's what it's all about, is we all want to know, we want this, we want to connect, we want this. Well, when we do, imagine it all coming back, all of it, like all at once. What are you going to want to do? You're going to say, oh shit, send me back. Right? Now that I know, I can go get on it right away. Yeah, let's go. Right? It's like, but that's all part of it. So, realizing you already know, you already did know, you already have everything you need, right? It's all there. And it's not in a book. It's not in religion. It's not in what I shared the Eddie Griffith when he's talking about, don't read the Bible because it will mess you up or something. Like he said, he said, Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel, and then they got married. He's like, to who? Where did these mystery people come from? Like, he's kind of, but he's just joking. Like it doesn't matter. What does he say? It was written by people. He's like, Jesus didn't even write it. It was written by these guys. Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, me and Jesus was tight. He's my brother. Yeah. Shoot, man, I was like Jesus' daddy. Shoot, he'd come to me, all the time. He's like, get out of here. He's like, you know how it is when people say they know somebody, and then they start writing books about them. It's cracking me up. He's like, even God didn't even write a book. Why are y'all reading anything? Why are you reading anything? This is cracking up. I love that stuff. Because you don't need it. What did he say? He said, everybody in here knows it's not a good idea to kill your mama. It's like for some reason, somehow y'all inherently just kind of know that that's not what you do. I'm dying, It was so good. Eddie Griffith. He did them like back in 2000s, 2010s, maybe early. They're so good. It's so funny. Shout out Eddie Griffith. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to go eat. My tummy was rumbling before I even got on. I was like, yep, I didn't have breakfast. Throw chaka. Hey, 140, missing the 140. Oh yeah, we'll totally be back. Hey Stephanie, awesome, glad to see you. Yeah, we're all just getting started doing stuff, and so yeah, I really excited for everything that's to come. And that's the whole, that's the MO of life. You woke up in the morning. That means you wanted to come back, right? Go with that good feeling, right? Everybody loves the feeling in the morning when you slept it off a little bit, even if you're a little groggy, right? You feel better. And that's what it is. It's those subtle things. It's the subtle voice of spirit, right? It's the, eating chocolate cake or eating a banana, right? And it's like, yeah, the cake's going to be more satisfying, right? Instant gratification. Again, what if instead, you make it yourself, right? Doing it step by step. Now you know how to make it, right? And you make it good, or like a banana, you could make it. It's always the subtle voice. It's just the subtle voice. And then that's why I say listening. When you're listening to other people, don't just assume, right? And this is big too. I should probably do specific videos on some of these things. when you're listening to people and you're getting impressions, you have to know the difference between your impression of what you think that energy is, like the forest, okay? Or is it, is it their impression? And why is it their impression? Still have to ask why. Because what I notice a lot of times is with the ladies, is ladies are very intuitive, right? Like you guys knock it out of the park. Don't even ask me to challenge. Um, but a lot of times, because I'm so all over the place and I'm my unique self, I guess, is I say things and then it'll seem like I'm saying something else. It happens all the time. I've always noticed that. And so that's why it's the forest example. Are you now feeling something, right, that's recognizing something else? Or is it, okay, I'm not going to explain it right. I'm not going to explain it right. I don't know if I said that backwards. In that, so now it's being projected onto me who, what you see, right? Or so are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or do you think you know what the person is actually saying to you? You know what I mean? Or why? Because it's easy to generalize. Like it's like you come on and you start talking about something and whatever, and then you look at somebody and say, okay, well, that's where they're at in their life, or that's what's going on, or that's, you know what I mean? Like we're always trying to do that. We're always processing that regardless, but settling on your choice, right? It's not about, don't settle, and you got to stop thinking. What's an example? Did I share this on last week? I don't know if I did. About when I shared a song. I don't know if I did this. Did I share this last week? When I was sharing a song to a friend, as two girls. Yeah, I think I told you guys about this last week, right? And so then I got all the impressions of what they thought I was, meaning and doing, right? And so when we're communicating with each other all the time, it's listening. It's listening, and never once assuming that you engage in the conversation, sure, ask questions, talk about it, fine, um, yeah, it's subtle. It's always subtle. What's really being said is usually not within the limited vocabularies that we have. Yeah, that's that intuition, right? But you got to be careful. Don't intuit your intuition upon a situation that you've already thought is going to be a certain way, because that's what happens with life, right? You try something and it doesn't work. You try it again, it doesn't work. You try it again. So you keep saying, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Every situation is organic, no matter what. But then we also look for similarities and familiarities within people, right? So at the end of the day, it's just kind of like, it's all based on, I want to say fear. Can I say fear? Should we say fear? It's fear. Fear is the only thing. Whether it could be anything. It's all just based on fear. I hope you guys feel that and know and see that. Or the fear to fit in, to be liked, the fear to be success, or to not be successful, or the fear, if you are successful, to not hurt anybody. It's like the world is painted this way, you guys, and we just got to start painting our own pictures. Paint your own pictures, right? It's not about being famous. Sing your own songs. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I can't sing as good as. No one cares as good as. Don't ever do that ever again, guys. Ever again. As good as who? Who? Nobody. Why? Because nobody got nothing that I don't need, that I don't have, that I don't want. You know what I mean? What are we doing? What are we doing to ourselves, right? and the whole society is set up like that. So especially having people like us, talking who talk about this stuff. Again, it's just gonna be more and more of us. We're gonna overwhelm them. We're gonna overwhelm them, right? Because now we got the means. We got free speech platforms coming out. Everything's gonna change. Like what they say about Joe Rogan's channel, right? They're trying to knock him off Spotify all the time, misinformation, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? He's got 11 million followers. Like, shut up. He's got like 5 times or three, 4, 5 times the amount of viewership than like the top mainstream one. So it's over with, guys. Just I tell them, I say it all the time, like they just need to admit what they did and then just come out and then just say, okay, we were full of it. Sorry we, messed with everybody, because we're going to find out anyways. And it's not going to, you want to find out for me or you want to not? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I just wish they knew. I just wish they knew we were coming. They already know we're coming. But see, some of them don't know, who aren't high enough and then are low, they're freaking out. They're freaking out because they don't know what to do, because they've been following the program the whole time. And it's been working for them. Right? Working. Because again, why? Higher consciousness. What's working? Going to work every day, though. He's like doing this all the time. Come on, man. Like, don't give me this. I'm over this. Like the whole world could be thriving right now. Everybody could be having a blast, right? And that's what this is about. Like, do it now. You are it. This place could be having a blast. Why? Because you're here. And then that makes you be the creator and feel good and be the owner, right? Right? Like, you guys are so powerful. Do everything you've always ever wanted to do. I'm always trying to maintain balance, man. I always feel like, I don't know why, like, I don't want to get too excited, but I don't want to get too not like, serious, like, it's too funny. But this is how I normally am. Yeah. So I think when we meet people, we tend to, right? Like it's like hanging out with friends and the cliques or whatever. Like every clique though has like 5 friends. There's like the jock guy, there's the nerd guy, nerdier, right? Like if all within the jocks, there's the one, but all accepted, within like, so it's just like we all have, and once we realize like we're all of those things, we can do all of those things, and how oh my God, you guys know, once we realize, but it's creating so much fun. And like everything that's bad or everything that's seen as a judgment, everything that's like, you can change it. You have the ability to change it just by saying the right words, the right spelling, that's what everything is. Information, people talking and people listening. It's all it is. It's not magical powers, but it is. See what I did there? We're all over the place. Why? Like you just want one person, like out of the group, the 5, like you just want that guy. That's it, or girl or whatever. I don't know, or friend, whatever. I don't care. Like what are we doing here? I don't know. Just like, like that's why I have like this friend for that, and I have that friend for this, I have that friend for that, and it makes sense, sure, right? But as we all as people, really fully embody how multidimensional we all are, we can do way more. What are they banging up? She's hanging something on the wall. Don't forget to push the like button, guys and girls. Oh yes, I would love that. Thank you. Yeah, I never really say any of that stuff. I probably should. Thanks, Steffi. Hey, Marjorie. I didn't say hey. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. I'm feeling it in my belly. Feel like I'm still sleeping or something. I gotta go stretch more. I didn't work out. I just stretched it. To go work out. I'm already sweating, and then shower, and then I feel like I did something today. Right? Like you know what I mean? Like that's life. Like we're always and that's it. You want to, start dancing, start singing, start telling random people on the street, I love you. Just yell it, shout it out in the face, grab a microphone, pretend you're making a TikTok. Who cares? You know, we all do that stuff now. Like life could be as fun as you want to make it. And you have to get good at it. I think that's what I'm trying to say here is like, it's all real. Everything you've ever wanted to do, everything you've ever wanted to create, everything you've ever wanted to become, experience, whatever, go, go right now, go. Whatever, if you're sitting at home, and if not, like I said, it's the receiving in life, in the path, right? You're stop. Excuse me. If you have to hang out at the parent teacher conference, like I said, wear your pimp suit or wear a Barney outfit, and say, oh, parent teacher conference. We're talking about the kids though. I thought it was the kids was going to be here. Okay. Right. And then just sit there the whole time in your Barney costume. Everybody's going to love it. Everybody's going to love. Are you kidding me? We all want to play secretly, deep down inside. We all just want to play. Right. And as we start doing these things, that's why we all like the people, like, they don't have no fear or something or whatever. They'll, or whatever. The guy who will, walk around the store in a Speedo with his shirt off, like, what I mean, or whatever. Like, just people who like to do embarrassing things because it's hilarious. We're all there. It's this idea that, and that's where it comes from too, the spirituality, the religion, that if you don't do enough good, or you know what I mean, like that like you're being judged, or people are going to judge you, or how other people see you, or and the end of it all you're going to think, all that's going to be said is, how much fun did you have? Why didn't you go in Speedos? Just to see everyone's reaction, right? Well, because it was offensive for some. Yeah, well, listen, they're dealing with their own offensive nature themselves. Okay. Like, it doesn't have to be offensive. I mean, if you're like belligerently, interrupting someone over and over and over and shaking your your bonbon, then that's a little obnoxious and being rude. Yeah. But if it's like you're within your sovereignty, you're not hurt, you're in it's just how you look. Let them figure it out. George Carlin did that one time. He said, run into the library on a Thursday and scream at the top of your lungs and then run out. And says, and then just let everybody else look around. Like, let them figure it out. It's just cracking up. Why? Because we want to, I don't know. It's the world, society, right? Everybody wants to be special, and you already are special, right? You're special exactly the way you are special. If that means being receptive or reactive or whatever, because then fearing or your reactions, then that's not good either. It's not good either, right? You don't want to learn this spiritual stuff and say, like, okay, I'm not supposed to react anymore in life, when essentially everything is a reaction. It's cause and effect. It's connected, right? But it's that reaction. It's it's not that bad. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. Just breathe and give love all the time. That's all I say. I wanted to get off, but I keep blabbing, and that's usually how it goes. Much love to you guys. Thanks for checking me out, hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I like to know that it's received, for sure. And even if it was, I'd still be doing it, right? Because it's all timeless, right? When you do what you do because you want to do it, doesn't matter then. I'm not here worrying about, I don't know, the likes and the subscribes and this and that, right? Because I want who is going to benefit or who can use this to come. I don't want just based on likes and all this stuff. Because then what happens is then people, oh, a lot, hey, look, this has a lot of likes. Click on it. Let's try this person. And then they listen. And then now they're going to go down a new person's path or something, and again, obviously that's how we spread anything, right? Like, I don't even know how to talk sometimes, you guys. Like, it's all connected. It's all very simple. Quit lying to yourself. Excuse me. Right, or making excuses, and do the best you can. Be the best you that you can be. Every day, tell yourself, not I'm getting there, right? Tell yourself I'm a little better today, a little better, over and over, whatever it takes, because once you realize who you are and what you are, you ain't gonna worry about it no more. You're not going to worry about it. What happens then is then you have to deal with the embarrass level now that you're like, oh, so we're all, hey guys, what you guys doing? And then they're all just looking at you, and then you look at yourself and you're like, oh yeah, I wanted to work out again, but I didn't. So you're like, you be honest with yourself. Yeah, I ate those cookies. Yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't have. It's like, right? Because it's not about like good or bad. Oh, you shouldn't have, right? It's the fact that deep down you don't want to. On the surface level, you want to. Oh yeah. All the cookies I can handle. Right? Yeah, we've all done. Yeah, and we've all done this, right? We've all done this so many times, right? Around and around we go. It's all circle. Imagine, like I said, ascending, circle, and then you circle back and you learn something else. You circle back and learn something else. Imagine if that keeps going, guys. Imagine what if we're here and then it's because we're circling back. I mean, I'm just saying, let's not think too deep into that. We got to save the brain cells for the rest of the day. It's already 11, already almost noon. All right, guys. Yeah, love you guys. I'm going to let you guys go. Otherwise, I'll just keep blabbing, but I'll see you on the next show. Check out, too, I'm starting to put more blabs on my Spotify. So Michael Rolla channel on Spotify if you guys want to hear more. And then, like I say, I'm not good with this stuff. So eventually I'll have like links and I'll be all looking professional. It's only been 3 years. I mean, so one of these days, right? I have my fun. I shut it off and then I'm good. And then I'm done. I don't, I'm not out here to convince people, right? Which is funny, right? Because we're all here to talk and share, and we're not trying to convince anything, but we're definitely trying to be like, hello. It's like, I'm not trying to convince you that you have a soul and then you have higher other aspects and that life is multidimensional, but it is, so I don't know. I hope that helps. I'm doing great. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, no. See, this is what I mean about the perception, right? Right. Like, I already know, like but it's the way it comes across, right? That it's almost virtually impossible without telepathic, instant, full, open feeling connection, knowing, you know what I mean? Like I get that a lot because I talk a lot of left, right? I'm like, people say, oh, he's confused. No, I'm really not. But I'm trying to help. If you say that, then I see that you are, and then I'll go more, and then they're, oh yeah, he's really confused. It's like, no, I'm not. You know what I mean? So no, but I love you very much for that comment. Thank you so much, because at the end of the day, that's all right. We're all here to just be. We're all just here to save the world. That's all. It's like, that's all. You gotta be humble. I know. I'm humble. I'm trying to be humble. Right. I don't even know how to save the world. I don't right. Everything I've been trying so far, hasn't been really working. I mean, now it is. Now because we got light, we got more talk about this stuff. We got social media, right? And you guys see, it's all playing out perfectly. It's just, again, getting reactive. We get involved, right? And then we go crazy, or we step out and we're just off grid, and then we're good. But again, we got to figure out how to make the off grid a little bit grid so we got electricity sometime. I mean, there's so much to figure out, but because they don't want it that like that, you know what I mean? That's why solar panels are cost so much. All it is it's just glass and gems, rocks and whatever else and crystals in there, and it doesn't have to be that much. If we put them everywhere, we wouldn't even have to pay for it no more. But no, we got to worry about the water drought on the planet. We don't got enough water, drinking water. I'm drinking water. God, right? It's like we go through our whole lives knowing they're all morons, but we don't know what to do, right? Because we're kids. It's like we got, and they're not trying to tell us, so we got to figure it out all by ourselves and go through being weirdo conspiracies people and going through. Right? So it's fun. So this is because I'm worried about everybody else, man. Like I'm good. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like it doesn't really matter where I'm at. I think I'm gonna be good no matter what. Once you get there, I hope you guys get there. Get there. That's the one place you want to get to. I'm good. I tell Spirit all the time. Did that just really happen? Oh, we're good though. We're okay. We're good. So that I check in. Like, oh my God, are we good? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, it was messed up, man. But they said we're good. I don't know what that means. I don't understand it either. I have a we're good check where I'm like, it gives me like the range of the levels of like, it'll give me like dimensional information, and then I'm just like, okay, but is it good? No, okay, they're fine. All right, they got to go through it too. Okay, well, I don't want to do this with them because I've gone through this my whole life, right? Yeah, because you're attracting it. I know, and that's how we're here to help, right? Because you came here to learn the stuff that you're supposed to be able to help people with, so that you understand it. Yeah, I know. So how are they doing? They're good. Okay. Good. Just walk up. Like, I don't know. That's because I need a stopping point, with all these always channeling all their information. It's just like, right? Like the reptilians, they what? Well, they did all this stuff. Oh no. Oh no. No, we're good. Oh no, no, we're good. Oh, okay, we're good. Don't worry about it. Okay. What about but I'm part one. Yeah. So what do I do? Right? Give it love. Okay, cool. So we're good. Okay, I'm gonna go give it love. But what if what it loves is chocolate chip cookies? And they're like, well, you still want to give it love. Okay, good. Okay. Well, why are the chocolate chip cookies? Well, you have to understand what you're actually putting in your bodies, okay? How it affects your bodies. And it's like, can I just eat the cookies and just not worry about my body? Dang it. So it's like, and that's the honest, you just gotta be honest, just quit making excuses or make them, but don't lie and say that it wasn't an excuse, because you're going to get really confused. Then be honest with yourself. It's like chocolate chip cookies. I know that they are delicious and nutritious. Exactly. See, because I'm a creator. Now we're back in the seat. Where did we go? I don't know, guys. That was a fun adventure. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. We went all these places and we thought about all this stuff. And now we're back. And where's that? Right here. It's still like we didn't really go anywhere, but we went somewhere. So can I have a cookie now? Right? Because we're good. Ah, dang it, we're not good this time. It's like, start walking because we're good. Well, yeah, you could, if you pass from a cookie overdose, either way, love and light's coming. So it does, it's up to you how much of it you want to experience. It's like, well, can we bring cookies? And why would Spirit say no? So it's more, sometimes you haven't had sugar in a long time and maybe a cookie would be good. It's rare, but it's true, because we need glutens. We need glutens. No, gluten-free. No, the glycose. What does the sugar turn into? Come on, guys. Come on. Whatever. Glycose. I think it's glycose. Love you guys. I'm going to let you go now. It's been an hour and a half, and I got to go eat. Over and out. We are in the nowhere, exactly. Yeah, I just love sharing with all you guys. Like, yeah, like we all start sharing and we're all talking about this stuff, and I'm telling you how I'm flying, and then you're telling me how you flew in the last dream, and then you say, and then we say, and then we figure it all out. What's this dream mean? Right? We'll just ask each other. We'll just ask each other. Because then once we say it, right, and we feel it, it pings back, it pings off of it and goes, no, no, you're wrong. What do you got to guess? Right? No, Michael's way off. And then you're like, oh, but there's something in what he had said that relates to this one part of what he was saying, but he's way off on the subject. What is this one? We could figure it all out. We're all connected. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for all of us. I'm so excited. Like I say, I try not to be too excited, and I try not to get too intense. But if I don't, and see, so why resist? Right? Because we live in a world. Because if you go too intense and you're crazy, and I gotta get scared because you're gonna hurt somebody, and it's like, no, I just wanted to have fun and be excited again. I'm throwing all the adults in a cage, and then we're going to let them work out all their problems. And then all the kids are going to go in not a cage, on a different world. And we're going to see who does the best. You know what I mean? I mean, geez Louise, without all the programming, I mean, I'm sure, and I'm just picking on the adults because as we grow, we gain more programming. So, we have more issues, right? Then kid don't, when you realize you don't even have half the issues that you think you have. You just don't. We're all right. So can I have a cookie now? Yes, cookies. Yes, right. Why? Because we're just right here. I'm just sitting right here. You guys got it. Everyone be loved. Yes. I love you guys. Love you, Stephanie. Thank you for that. And Alf and everybody for hanging out. And Ellen. Hey, there's Ellen. To you, it's clear. Yeah, good. Right. It should be. We should clear, communicate, clear. No, and being there for each other. I don't think less of people because they had a moment of vulnerability or embarrassment, or even if you do something like really, messed up, it's like, I'm not going to then say, like, where's the growth? Where's the growth? Come on. Let's go. We're already going. Get hyped. Get psyched. Right? You're here. You woke up. Woo! What we're going to do today? I don't know. But I hope it's fun. That's all you got to say. I don't know right now. You let me know. And I'm going to go have some coffee and wake up or something. Or don't have coffee. I don't know. Drink tea. Whatever you want. Right? But you'll notice. Again, you will notice. It's just the facts. When you drink tea for like a week, and then you go back to coffee is going to make you feel different. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. So again, but taking care of yourself, sometimes a cup of Joe will you hit the spot, but you have to know that, so we get an addiction with coffee every morning, for work because it's part of my routine. No. You need this routine. This is your routine. It's not that. No, that's you just going to work. You don't. What is my body's flow routine? Breakfast, when we break fasting, what are we going to eat? What are we going to put into this body? And all this stuff. We're all just making an excuse. Through this diet, it's the chocolate spray, Nutrisystem chocolate spray. When you want something sweet, chocolate spray. Come on. It doesn't work. It's like eating a whole bag of potato chips. You can eat the whole bag and then you can eat another whole bag. Why? Because there's no nutrition. So your body is like saying, I'm still hungry for stuff. And it's not a chocolate spray. We got so many, diets out there. And shout out to them all. If it works, if it gets you going, if your body type, it's for your body type, 22, 23 different body types out there. So yeah, do what but okay, I'm just blabbing now. I love you guys. I'm going. Bye-bye. Bye. Otherwise I'll never get up. And I'm sorry, I'm talking all these cookies. You've been baking cookies? Yes. See? And then love. Exactly. the ingredients you love and your love, right? Because if you're cooking something, who's cooking it and going like, oh man, I hope this burns, or whatever, no, that it's everything, energy, the space, right? The air that your food gets to breathe, like plants being inside, being outside, being in this temperature, being in that, being in a high vibrational place, being in a low vibrational place, life is so magical and it's so much fun. And if you're not having that, then ignore it, right? Keep it simple. KISS, right? KIS. I don't need to add the other S because that's just mean. But it's okay if you're joking, right? That's the other half. Get over, joke, laugh, right? I put a meme up. If you don't look back at your childhood and what did it say? Like realize how much of an idiot you were, then you're probably still an idiot. Just cracking up. I was like, hey, that's funny. I like how you see what you did there. And then I said, well, yeah, even if you're an adult and you don't realize you're an idiot, then you probably still are an idiot. It's like, because that's just wordplay. It's all perspective. It's all, none of us know everything. So we're always being idiots, Like how many people, like there's always somebody who's spiritually been doing this long, our higher selves are looking at all of us, or all of us. Like, kidding me? That's not what it's about, like that's not the point. So step out, laugh about yourself, get over it, and then move on. And that's really the key on everything that happens. Okay. And I'm leaving again. Like I said, bye. No more banana bread. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Mama's moving out to California, so she's going to be cooking a lot. And I'm not upset about that, but my eating habits are not as they were when I was growing up. So, but she's cool. She does like fruit, like she just eats fruit and salads and stuff all day, but she'll make like beef stews and all that, mom stuff. She'll do all that, So I know we're going to have to, but we got grandpa and uncle and they'll eat that stuff up anyway. So we're good. Yes, we're excited. She's coming in March. I got like no time left. Party till Mama gets here, right? No, I can't. It's gonna be so good for all of us. Family's coming, yay! Soul fam, soul tribe. Mama's really cool. Mama's total earth angel, star seed, all that stuff too. I keep trying to teach her. Your mom, Ellen, hey, nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm 37. So, but she's, so this is going to be fun, right? Moving back in with mom. Actually, mom's moving in with me, but it's funny because we're joking, or, I was joking with her on the phone. I'm like, I only have like 2 months left because you're coming and you're taking over my life. I had to go back to, we got to play. I say, yeah, well, and she's got all her stuff in her apartment, and I actually recently moved out, a year ago from my relationship, so I don't have as much stuff. So I'm like, yeah, bring all your stuff. So it's literally going to be all her stuff. It's going to be everything, And so we were cracking up. I'm like, you're coming to live with me. No, I'm coming to, I'm like, this is my house. You're coming too. It's not going to be my house anymore. So she starts cracking up and we're all laughing, but we're really excited to, get the family back together and everything, or, just be a little closer. She's in Illinois. I'm in Cali. So we're a ways away. And then we got more of us out in Cali. So it's like, we're like migrating, I told her, I said, I knew you were coming. So as soon as she said it, as soon as the words left, as soon as I came, and then it was like, it's just her and Uncle Joe and but she's kind of, she wants to, like, I knew she was coming. I just knew it was like, it was a pull, first Papa came and then I came, and then, and our uncle was already here moving around from work. So he bounced around a couple states. And then he landed here. So then Papa came, then I came. I'm like, yeah, mom's going to come. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. Let's get everybody. Let's get uncle, aunt, cousins. Come on. Let's all, wherever. I don't care. Wherever we go. But yeah, it's funny. It's going to be fun. Okay. Now I'm blabbing a lot. Okay. Much love, guys. See you guys on the next episode. Peace.